Okay.
Do I need to do anything else? Or
What do you normally do when you park up?
I don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm so stressed.
Don't worry, take a minute. Remember, at any point, you feel it's getting too much.
I do get stressed quite easily.
Even on your test, just park up. Take a minute out. That's absolutely fine. Most of the examiners are absolutely fine with that as well, Hey guys, so today we have another driving test, well, a mock driving test. This is the closest thing you're going to see to an actual driving test because we're not allowed to record the real driving test, So before we start, any of you that are learner drivers and want to take part in one of these mock driving tests, which are absolutely free, all I ask you is to make your way down to Wolverhampton. If you haven't got a lift, you can catch the train or the bus and I can pick you up from the train or bus station, And if you do want to take part, just drop a message on our Instagram page, so follow at DJ Driving and drop us a message and we just select learners randomly. Right then, so today's learner driver, Esme. So tell us a bit about your driving.
I've done maybe around about 15 hours of driving. 15? Around about 12 with my instructor and then the rest, like driving around with my mum and stuff.
Okay.
And just going up and down the A500.
Because you're not local. You've come from Crewe. You told me.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you feel you're ready for your test?
At the moment, I feel not 100%, but my test is booked for like the middle of April, so
you got plenty of time.
I've got plenty of time, and I'm feeling quite confident.
Obviously, this video might be uploaded a few weeks after, well, a couple of weeks after. We filmed, but So before we get started, your driving instructor, I want to give a shout out to a driving instructor because it's a he,
Yeah.
He actually recommended watching the videos and obviously didn't advise you to come for a mock test just yet. Because he feels that you're not fully ready. You did say to me that you haven't done the sat nav yet when I was about to set the sat nav, so we'll leave the sat nav out, but a big thanks to your driving instructor because there's a lot of driving instructors that don't like you watching other instructors teaching style, because every instructor has a different teaching style, but that made my day. So give me a shout out. What's his driving school called, do you know?
It's just Paul Benjamin.
Cheers, Paul. Thank you very much. So he's your guy if you want to have driving lessons in Crewe. Right, so you've been watching the videos.
Yes.
If you do make any faults, I won't say anything until the end of the test, Okay? And for those of you watching, if Esme does make any faults, any serious faults will be highlighted in red text, any normal faults in amber text. Have you been through the show me, tell me questions?
Very briefly, I've just started. Like, I've watched your videos and stuff on them all.
Okay. Again, we'll leave that out. So that and following the sat nav, most instructors do that towards the end of the test. Have you done the emergency stop?
Yes.
Okay. Maneuvers. Have you covered all the maneuvers?
I think so.
Okay. So you know how many maneuvers there are in total?
I've done 3. So
which ones?
I've done the reverse parallel park. I've done forward-way parking and reverse-way parking.
Okay, so you haven't done parking on the right, yeah?
No, not yet.
Cool. I'll ask you to do one of those, one out of those 3 maneuvers that you covered, Right then, Esme, any questions before we start?
I'm okay.
Good. So, like I said, we're not going to follow the sat nav. I'll make you follow direction signs,
Okay.
Okay. So, whenever you're ready, if you could move off, please. Is your driving good enough for me to drink my tea while you're? I better not risk it just yet.
No, actually, it's pretty smooth.
Okay. But, you're not going to regret saying that, are you?
Right. I think it's okay. Oh wait. No,
yeah, clutch down to start. Right, move off when you're ready. She carries out good observations before moving off, checking the right blind spot a couple of times. Obviously, Esme hasn't driven this car before, so isn't used to the controls. She brakes quite sharply. Luckily, I wasn't drinking my tea.
Oh, sorry. Okay, those brakes are so sharp. Sorry.
No problem. It's a good job I wasn't drinking my tea.
Alright, okay. At least I'm sort of aware how sharp they are now.
So turn left here, please.
Again, she brakes sharply. I've just marked it as a fault a few seconds ago, so won't mark it again unless it keeps happening.
I'm so sorry, I'm not used to these brakes.
Okay. And if you could park up anywhere safe on the left, please.
When parking up, she gets too close and hits a curb.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay, used to that.
After parking up, you should secure the car by applying the handbrake and selecting neutral. Esme doesn't select neutral. This wouldn't be marked as a fault as long as you don't bring the clutch up and stall.
Okay.
Do I need to do anything else? Or
What do you normally do when you park up?
I don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm so stressed.
Don't worry, take a minute.
I think I'm okay. Maybe.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll move off when you're ready, please. Remember, at any point, yeah, you feel it's getting too much.
I
yeah,
do get stressed quite easily.
Even on your test, just park up, yeah. Take a minute out. That's absolutely fine. Most of the examiners are absolutely fine with that as well, yeah.
This has got to be so dumb. Like, just doing this on a daily and just watching your car just get absolutely destroyed.
It's okay, it's not that bad.
There are vehicles approaching from behind, so we have to wait. Remember, only decide to move off if you can do so without slowing down approaching traffic. Esme selects a safe gap this time, but further on into the test, she does pick up a serious fault for doing this incorrectly.
I'm so sorry.
You don't need to keep apologising, it's cool. Okay.
Sorry.
Now we've been in standstill traffic for a few minutes, and we're wondering if there's some incident ahead, so decided to ask this boy who was walking past. He didn't know much about what was going on ahead, but told us that he watches the videos. A nice moment.
I wonder what's happened there.
I don't know, a lot of cars seem to be turning around.
Should we ask this boy? Excuse me, mate. You know what's happened there? Sorry, do you know what's happened there? Where the traffic? No, alright.
I've seen your YouTube, man.
Oh dear. Cheers. Okay.
I love that little recognition, that's so cute.
Esme is wondering what would happen if there is traffic like this on your actual test. Here's the answer.
Does this, like, when this happens at a test, like, what will the actual...
I see your test will be cut short.
Really?
Yeah.
But could you still pass, or...
Yeah.
Really?
You could park up here for what, 20 minutes now, be in traffic, and then
Still
examiner can
pass.
say, okay, turn around and go back to the test centre. You've passed if you don't make a mistake on the way back.
Wow, that's actually awesome.
Hooray! So this course really filled my knowledge gaps and I became more confident.
38 easy to understand, precise videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. These are not just theory based, they are practical videos demonstrating everything from moving off and stopping a vehicle to all of the maneuvers and every other module required. So if you're lacking knowledge, or maybe your instructor has forgotten to cover something, or you're just not grasping a certain topic, then this course has it covered. You can watch the videos before your driving lessons, which means you'll get into the car knowing exactly what to do. This will definitely save you time on your lessons.
There was this one friend of mine who... It was like a Jubilee fair thing going on in the road, and so she was just stuck in traffic, and yeah, she passed because all she had to do was just sit in a car.
Okay, it's roadworks, it's temporary traffic lights, that's what it is.
Right.
And at the traffic lights, if you could turn left, please.
At this left turn, Esme makes two serious driving faults. When moving into the left lane for the turn, she doesn't check any mirrors. And then as she's approaching the turning, she starts drifting towards the right. And there is a lorry overtaking, which we got very close to.
Wait, which ones?
These ones.
Those ones on the left?
Yeah.
So do I, wait. Right.
Keep to the left, keep to the left.
Sorry, oh my gosh. This is not a good start.
And if you could follow signs to Warsaw.
At this roundabout, she does everything well apart from selecting second gear on approach. She continues in third. This roundabout, Esme approaches and enters well. She also carries out good observations before changing lanes to exit the roundabout.
End of the road, turn left, please.
Esme should have waited to pass this road on her left before signalling. She signals too early. This junction is slightly uphill. Esme shows good control by selecting first gear in time and not rolling back. She reacts a bit late to the traffic ahead and gets too close.
That is far too close, I'm sorry. I'm getting really frustrated with myself now.
And if you could park up anywhere safe on the left, please.
When parking up, you should carry out the mirror signal maneuver routine. So always check the mirrors, then signal, and then begin to slow down. Again, she checks the mirrors too late.
Thank you, and move off when you're ready.
When Esme decides to move off, there is a vehicle approaching which isn't too close but is coming fast. By the time she moves off and builds up her speed, that vehicle catches up and has to slow down because of us. Remember, always assess the speed of approaching traffic and only move if you can build up your speed without affecting them. Again, Esme checks the mirrors after signalling and not before. She also keeps the clutch pedal down whilst turning. This is what we call coasting.
Let's continue down.
She does well to stop for this pedestrian at the crossing, but should have waited for the pedestrian to fully cross and clear the crossing. She moves too early.
Just continue straight on once you enter the car park.
We can see the giveaway markings, so must check for any vehicles approaching before we enter the car park. Esme doesn't look. Luckily there was no one approaching from the right.
And if you could just turn right, please.
Here.
Yeah.
There are clear lanes marked for us and oncoming traffic. Esme doesn't really look out for these markings. She steers too early and for a short while drives on the opposite side. She's kind of driving wherever she wants.
Seems to be a tree.
Now I'm going to ask Esme to do the forward bay parking maneuver.
And if you could park forward into any bay on the right, please.
Before steering into the bay, she doesn't check the mirrors or signal. She does end up in between the bay lines, but goes over the centre line that is in front of us. You're not allowed to go over that line.
Okay.
Okay.
If you could reverse out, please. So the back of the car's facing that way.
Facing
That way, and the front's this way, yeah.
the front's that way.
Yeah.
Esme carries out good observations when reversing out.
Oh wait, there's cameras, what the hell?
Thank you. And move off when you're ready. And as you move out, turn right, please. And turn right, please.
When turning into this road, she forgets to change gear and continues in third. Should have selected second. That's the end of the test. Let's find out what Esme thought about her driving.
Okay, and if you could switch off the engine, please. So that's the end of the test, Esme. How do you think we did?
Absolutely failed, but
What do you think you failed on?
I feel like lane discipline was a biggie.
On
Like roundabouts and stuff.
Roundabout, your lane discipline was really good.
Actually.
Yeah, not one roundabout did you mess up your lane discipline.
Oh my god, because I genuinely thought I did so bad on that.
See, that's what normally happens, you know, the thing that you're normally mainly concerned about. Yeah, you normally do well on that. Yeah, so your roundabouts, apart from not changing your gear before you enter the roundabout,
Yeah.
you did it on a couple of turns as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, which gear is ideal for that kind of speed when you're entering roundabouts?
Second,
Yeah,
third.
yeah, you did them all in third.
Yeah.
Okay, even this last turn that you did, yeah, should be second gear.
Right, okay.
And you did it in third. Nothing, that's not major because the car didn't stall or.
Yeah.
or
Like,
whatever,
I was so surprised that I didn't stall, to be honest, but
Yeah.
like, but no, honestly, I really felt like I didn't do great on like the roundabouty bits. and
Nah,
following signs.
you didn't make any serious faults on the roundabouts.
But I feel like braking, because
That was a bit sharp. You weren't used to the car again. That's not a serious fault.
But
Yeah, because there's no one. If there's
Yeah.
someone really close behind you and you just slam on your brake, then
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, and they weren't on those couple of. At the start, you were just getting used to it as well, so not serious.
and then
Yeah.
probably just like observations.
Yeah, general observation. So the first serious fault was, you know, when I asked you to turn left at the lights, and you're like, which lights? These
Yeah.
ones, yeah. Okay, and the lane split up into 3, and you went to the left lane. You didn't check any mirrors before moving to the left.
Right.
Yeah, so that was a serious fault in itself. But on that same turn, you got your position to the left, then you started moving out a little bit to the right.
Yeah.
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 And what was overtaking?
Yeah, it was a lorry or something.
Yeah, it was very close. I asked you
Yeah.
to steer to the left at that point. Yeah, you did steer to the left, and still the lorry was very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to obviously you got to stick to your lane. You can't
Yeah.
be drifting from this lane to that one. When well, you shouldn't be doing even if it's clear unless there's a hazard in your way. But then you got to check your mirrors and make sure it's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you entered that lane. So yeah, for your steering and observations.
Yeah.
So that was your first fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then after that, so when I asked you to park up, the
Yeah.
second time round, you parked up okay. Yeah. Just remember like to check. So you know whenever you're turning or ask you to park up,
Yeah.
what's the first thing you should do?
Check your mirrors.
Yeah, check your mirrors. A lot of the time you were signalling, then your mirrors after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
on that occasion when you parked, I didn't see you checking your mirrors, but that wasn't a serious, yeah.
Right.
Okay. But then when I asked you to move off, there was a vehicle coming behind. It wasn't too close, but he was gaining speed. Yeah, he wasn't coming at the normal speed limit. When you moved off, he had to slow down.
Right.
Yeah, and even if someone's breaking the speed limit like that,
Still not good.
yeah, you've got to show that judgment.
Right.
Yeah, that has happened to one of my learners on the actual test, and that car was a lot further away. He moved off.
Yeah. I think it was because I was mainly like looking
Yeah.
there and
Yeah, that one gives you the true
Yeah.
picture. Yeah. Okay, and just like if you'd put your foot down a bit more, you would have got away with it.
right.
Okay, but there, that driver, he slowed down, then he nodded his head. He was turning off anyway afterwards, but
Yeah.
that was a serious fault.
Right.
Okay, for your judgment there. Just be careful of that.
Right.
Okay, and then when I asked you to enter the car park, so before we enter the car park, there's a giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where should you have looked? So you turned in from the dual carriage. That was
Yeah.
good. You stopped for the lady on the zebra crossing. Good. And then I said we're gonna go into the car park and continue straight on once you enter the car park.
Right.
Yeah. When
Right.
you enter
Yeah.
the car
No,
park,
I know where you're on about. Yeah.
you didn't look to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before entering the car park.
Okay.
Okay. And then when I asked you to turn as well, I said okay, turn into this section. The car park is marked out like the roads are.
Yeah.
Yeah, giveaway markings. It's got that side, and then it's got the left-hand side for us to drive on. When I said turn, you just turn wherever. Okay, you've got to still follow
Yeah.
the markings. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, for that turn that you did there, not just that one, and when we after the move, when I asked you to move, you just again driving wherever.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, you got to stick to it. Understand the roads are narrow, so you might have to adjust your position
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah. Okay, but that was too much what you were doing
Yeah.
there. Okay.
Okay.
So that, and then your maneuver. How do you think that went?
I don't know. Because I don't feel very confident doing that.
Were
like,
you happy with
manoeuvre
it? Are you
anyway.
finished up or?
I was too close that side.
Yeah, you were just about in. Yeah, but the front of your car.
But I didn't want to reverse because it was on a bit of a hill and yeah, that spooked me a little bit. But no, I wasn't happy with it and I could have made it a lot better.
That's
but
it. Yeah,
I didn't want to.
your awareness is there. It's just that even when you went
Yeah.
forward, you went over the,
Yeah.
you know, that the line in front.
I thought I had, but
Yeah.
I was just like,
Forget it.
yeah.
Okay, I'll do it anyway. Yeah. So the key thing is you can't go over that line. It would have
Yeah.
been okay to readjust. Yeah, and excuse me. So you know how you said, oh, it was a hill.
Yeah.
It would have been even easier once you selected reverse gear. You don't even have to bring the clutch up. You could let the car just roll back.
Just roll.
Yeah, as
Okay.
long as you do your checks and your observation. You know when you asked you to park forward into the bay, yeah. Did you check any mirrors before going into the bay?
I somewhat checked that one.
Okay, make it a bit more obvious then, yeah, because I didn't really see any checks.
Any
yeah?
checks,
Okay,
that's-
and
yeah.
in a car park like that, it was quite busy. There's
Yeah,
cars around.
yeah.
What else could you have done to warn others that you're going into that bay?
Indicate.
Yeah. Okay, so just observations on that
Yeah.
and the accuracy. Okay, you obviously need to practice that more, the maneuver. But overall, it's like these faults, they're pretty straightforward. Like You're aware of them all, yeah?
Yeah.
So that one way, you didn't check your mirrors before going into that lane, then you drifted over to that side, moving off the Judgement, the vehicles behind.
Yeah.
Yeah? The thing that you're most worried about, roundabouts, they were all good. Did
Yeah.
you remember your gear before you enter them?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay? So overall, like you said, your test is in April. You're easy ready for then. Yeah? Yeah, you're at a good standard of driving.
Okay.
Yeah, your instructor's right. He's like, the way your test is booked, it's good. Yeah, it's a couple of months away, which is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And you're not fully ready yet, but your drive's at a good standard, and another few more lessons, you'll be there easily.
I was honestly quite shocked considering like I'm very nervous like as is and then it being a completely different location.
You did well, I think. You know when you made that mistake when you braked a bit late.
Yeah.
And you like, you let it, don't let it get to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Normally that happens to a lot of learners. When they make one mistake, they think,
That's it then.
yeah, that's it. Then don't. Any questions?
No.
Cool. Thank you very much for coming down to do the mock test.
Awesome.
Okay. And guys, like always, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.